Good evening and welcome to Banana Slug News. I'm Rachel Matsuoka.
And I'm Maricela Lechuga. What is going on here?
Freaking budget cuts!
Oh my gosh. Well, before the entire campus is shut down due to budget cuts, let's hear what's news. Pro-immigration groups around the country have taken the opportunity to use May 1st, also known as International Workers' Day, as a platform to speak out on behalf of the immigrant community. Here's more on the story. Despite the rainy weather, this year's 2009 May Day rally was attended by up to 300 UCSC students. Protesters congregated at the Quarry Plaza and proceeded to the Beach Flats Community Park, passing through Pacific Avenue. This is what some students had to say.
We're here to create awareness, we're here to express our demands, and we're here to feel like this is our school, because this is our school, and sometimes we forget that we can change it, we can change the communities around us, we can change the world for the better. So.
All right, so we're here May Day and people are making t-shirts, and can you please tell us your name and involvement?
Yeah, my name is Marnie Sahayak and I'm part of the Coalition to Save Community Studies.
And what do the t-shirts say that you guys are making?
A variety of things. One says bail out education, support CMMU, support community studies, reprioritize right over there. Basically just an appeal to the UC to make the decision-making process a democratic one.
I am angry. Are you all angry too? Yeah! I don't have to tell you that things are good, because all of you here know that things are bad. I'm more worried about the students, about the people that are not here. I'm more worried about them. Do they know? Are they angry? Yeah. Because they should be angry. If they're UCSC students, they should be angry.
It's pretty significant that we're on Pacific and chanting, tell me what democracy looks like, this is what democracy looks like, because we're taking the streets and all these people are out here shopping on May Day, spending money, keeping this economy going. But we're the ones here like making noise, and everybody's staring at us and looking at us and wanting to know what we're doing, because we're demanding democracy, we're demanding justice.
May Day has a long history among workers of the world of organizing for their rights. Right now is a really important time to be doing this. We're in the middle of a major crisis of capitalism, where workers are under attack all over the world, and especially right here in Santa Cruz. We're working people both in the university and in the community are being attacked, and we're ready to fight back.
The march was organized by various organizations, including Students Informing Now, also known as SEEN, and the Movement for Immigrant Rights Alliance, also known as MIRA. After a long, exhausting walk that lasted up to 2 hours, protesters still managed to find the energy to sing and dance in celebration of their pilgrimage.
Thanks, Maricela. The recent economic crisis has forced UC Santa Cruz to make major changes for its future. Although much emphasis has been put on the rumored removal of the Community Studies Department, the removal of integral faculty members has had less prominence in student awareness, specifically the possible elimination of valuable untenured faculty in the Latin American Latino Studies Department. With more on the story is Han Nguyen.
This is Han Nguyen reporting for Banana Slug News. Last week, Banana Slug News covered the potential future of the Community Studies Department. This week, we're going to emphasize another area hit hard by the budget cuts, the Latin American Latino Studies Department. Long held as one of the most influential departments at our school, the government's recent cuts to our finances has caused UCSC to consider dropping two of its most influential lecturers, Dr. Suzanne Jonas and Dr. Guillermo Delgado. We were able to get in touch with Pat Zavela, chair of the LILS department. She verified that the UCSC dean has proposed to cut two major lecturers, Dr. Suzanne Jonas and Dr. Guillermo Delgado, which would devastate the department. They teach 20% of the classes, or a combined 12 lecturers. This includes upper division courses, seminars necessary for graduating LALS seniors. Ultimately, these changes would force the department to rewrite the curriculum to accommodate for the loss. Furthermore, Zavella states that these lecturers were not hired as faculty and were never given the opportunity to be. To give us further perspective on the politics of faculty at universities, we met with Leslie Lopez, lecturer and member of the UC-AFT Unit 18, the Lecturers Union.
Because of the past few decades of misplaced priorities in higher education, we have 70% of university or higher education faculty members who are teaching outside the tenure track. In some cases, it means that instructors are scrambling from campus to campus, teaching multiple courses on different campuses. And that affects the amount of energy they can put into their students.
According to Zavella, these cuts were strategic cuts. Initially, editing was done proportionally to each department. However, later they became strategic, meaning certain areas were targeted and seniority was prioritized. Local student support arrived in the masses as students came and walked out to protest budget cuts on April 22nd and 29th. Here's what some students had to say.
I think our objective here is to show our solidarity for what we care about and to fight for transparency and democracy. This whole process has been very muddled and very convoluted. And the campus does have to cut between $7 and $12 million, but they're cutting almost $1.2 million strictly from social sciences, and that's not equitable.
So many people came to this school just for this major, just for the politically active majors, and I'm just going to point out the fact that the majors that are being cut the most are the majors with large communities of color, and it feels like they're trying to gentrify and without like being too inflammatory, saying they're trying to eliminate the minorities and the minority voice in this community.
For Zavella, it is important for students at a time like this to speak their mind and let their voices be heard.
They have their priorities like all backwards, so I don't know. Like I went to the teach-in or the teach-out, whatever, and they said something about how America doesn't have an economic problem. It has more of like a priorities and morals problem or something like that. And I just found that to be like pretty profound, you know.
Everyone at our school realizes that budget cuts are something that needs to happen given the situation. So we're already like underfunded small departments, so the fact that they're taking just from those departments is really frustrating.
Will we let these budget cuts change our academic landscape forever? Now is the time to make the difference we want to see. This is Han Nguyen, back to the studio.